Hey everyone, welcome back to Marin English Lab. I want to start with a question, and I want you to be honest with yourself. When the IELTS examiner says describe a person who inspires you, who comes to mind first? Elon Musk? Einstein? Your mom? Here's something no one tells you. Examiners hear those exact names hundreds of times every single week. And the moment they hear Elon Musk or my hardworking mother, something in their brain switches to autopilot. They've heard it. They know how it ends. They stop listening. Today I'm going to show you how to be the answer they actually remember. Full Band 7+ model answer. Vocabulary breakdown. Scoring analysis. And the one technique that separates forgettable answers from impressive ones. Stay with me. Before I give you the model answer, one strategy that changes everything. Don't choose someone famous unless you have something genuinely personal to say about them. The secret isn't who you choose. It's how specific you are. One real detail about a real person in your life, a teacher, a mentor, a neighbor, is worth 10 generic facts about a celebrity. The examiner doesn't want a Wikipedia article. They want to hear a human being talking about another human being. Ready? Let me show you exactly what that sounds like.
The person I'd like to talk about is my secondary school English teacher, a man I genuinely believe changed the direction of my life. I met him when I was 14, at a point when I had completely given up on learning English. I found it overwhelming and pointless, and my grades reflected that. Most teachers responded to my failure with indifference. But he responded with curiosity. He never once asked why I was failing. Instead, he asked what I was interested in, and then he taught me English through that. What he achieved wasn't measured in awards or headlines. He spent over 30 years teaching in a small school on a modest salary. What makes him remarkable isn't what he did, it's how relentlessly he did it. Year after year, student after student, he brought the same energy, the same patience, the same unwavering belief that every single person in that room was capable of more than they thought. He inspires me because he redefined what success looks like for me. I used to think success meant recognition. A title, a salary, a name people knew. Watching him, I realized it means showing up fully and consistently for people who don't yet believe in themselves. That's a harder and rarer thing than fame. There's one specific moment I'll never forget. On the last day of school, he handed back my final essay and said quietly, "You found your voice this year. Don't lose it." I don't think he remembers saying it. But I've carried those words with me ever since. That, to me, is the mark of someone who truly inspires, not someone who changes what you do, but someone who changes who you believe you are.
Did you notice what just happened? I chose a teacher, not a celebrity. I gave one very specific moment, the essay, the last day of school, those exact words. I used relentlessly instead of very hardworking. And I ended with an emotion, not a fact. That combination, specific person, specific moment, precise vocabulary, emotional close, is exactly what separates a Band 5 answer from a Band 7. Now let's break down the vocabulary. 3 words from that answer the examiner will notice, and you need to own. 1. Relentlessly. Hardworking is what you put on a CV. Relentlessly is what changes lives. It means never stopping, even when no one is watching, even when it's hard. 2. Unwavering belief. Unwavering means it never shakes. Not even when everything suggests otherwise. 3. Carry something with you. Not, I still remember it. That's flat. Carry with you means it lives inside you, permanently. After your Part 2 answer, the examiner moves to Part 3, broader discussion questions. For this topic, expect things like, do you think it's important for young people to have role models? Has social media changed the kind of people young people look up to? And is it better to be inspired by someone you know or a public figure? And that's everything for today. Describe a person who inspires you. The one thing I want you to walk away with, specific beats famous every single time. A real detail about a real person will always outperform a polished fact about a celebrity. Now here's your challenge, and I genuinely want you to do this. Drop a comment below with the name of the person who inspires you most, and write just one sentence about them using any word from today's vocabulary. I read every single comment, and I will reply. If this video helped you, please hit like right now. It helps more IELTS learners find this channel. Subscribe for a new video every single week. And I will see you in the next one. Good luck with your test.